Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual. Let me just do this here. Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. So I got to do this video because I sat down, had to put my phone on the charger to get it charged because they drained the battery on my phone. Now my phone was at 100% when I left from Pam, and you know, they whatever reason you know they doing this, but as I picked up my phone, the New York Predator Department started using their sirens. And so, they tend to forget that, like I said, they do things to try to cause suspicion. Remember, this is years. This is over 2.5 decades, possibly even 3 decades of them manipulating and doing things to which, like I said, we have no idea. I had no idea. All right. But studying what it is that they do for the past decade and a half, all right, in terms of what they did to me, the brainwashing, my brother also, the fact that they're uh, hiding what it is that they're doing, right? The fact that they hijacked my Facebook account so that uh, whatever it is that they try to do, so if people go to, look, I know I'm microchip and they want to silence me, and I'm not being silenced, and they'll do anything to not be held accountable for the crimes that they've committed, and that includes murder or getting somebody to kill me. I know this, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of them because every time they attack me and every time I show you guys is proof. Like I said, I am going to prove what it is that I say is being done to me, and I've proven it. Not only have I been proven it, but I've proved it. Okay, the illegal surveillance, right? The violation of every law, every international law, the laws within the United States. The violation of my human rights. Every violation you can think of, these people have done, and they want to not be held accountable for that, right? Because they're still doing. It's not like they're stopped. They're stopping. They won't stop. They just want me to accept what it is that they've been doing to me, just like with every other TI, just like in the society. Most people just accept the fact that the people that they vote for will never do anything for them to change their life drastically and put them in a better position, right? They keep doing things to degrade our life, our ability to live, to think, to grow, right? Because they are beholden to the elites. They're beholden to the corporate sponsor who give the New York Predator Department hundreds of millions of dollars in secret funding every single year. Secret funding for what? Right? To implement technology within the society because they want to control society. Understand this. Particularly, they start with the black community first, black men and black women, black children, and then they move on to other groups. They have the Arabs in the United States thinking that they're special, that they're better than black people, right? Yet they wage war in their homelands, right? We tell, like I said, we have a very short-term memory because we are being hit with microwave and radio wave frequency that are weaponized to do just that, to affect our emotions, to make us docile, right? To manipulate our thoughts. So they don't want people to understand and know their true agenda, how they do things within the society in order to usher in their program, their agenda. But then you have people who they attack, who, like I said, we become unplugged from the matrix, so we're able to see our reality for what it is. I was telling the bus driver, I said, in this society, they got you believing things that are just ass backwards, right? Like on that video, I talk about what did I say? They put you on and they say, raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth. And when you tell the truth, you still get convicted, right? These cops get on the stand, raise their hand, swear to tell the truth, and then they lie. We are living in a society that is run by the criminally insane, that are well funded, well educated. All right. So we need to understand what it is. And I said, nope, we have to stop voting for these wealthy politicians. We have to stop voting for them. But what we have to do is look at people in our community, and we need to teach them the truth so that when they get into those positions, that they don't fall victim to the manipulation, because that's what they become. When I talk about, Jeffrey Epstein and how he compromised all these politicians, all these celebrities, right? Money will always lead people to do things that, and I'm not talking about everybody, but that's the majority, to do things that they would not otherwise have done, right? This is why they cannot manipulate me anymore. This is why they cannot control me. And even when I say manipulate me anymore, meaning that they cannot try to hang my job over my head when I was working, or be silent. Or I'm trying to protect your job. No, you're not. You're not. You're trying to control me. You're trying to use me to be a gatekeeper, and I don't want that. Right? The truth is the highest power, not their lies, not their manipulation, not their deception. Truth. And the one thing that they are afraid of is truth, because when they live in the realm of lies, manipulation, and deception, they have to hide the truth. They cannot speak the truth. They cannot tell the truth. They become the very devils that they tell you and I about in the Bible. You understand? It's not just one of them. It's a whole lot of them. Open your eyes. See what's going on. Particularly as a black person, our children is going to have a future that's going to be worse than the present that we are living in today. Talk to you guys in the next video.